I'm Gauravi Pradhan, the General Secretary of the Indian Music Group 2022-2023. Thank you. So welcome to the IMG and the Janfest' orientation. We are very glad to have you guys here. I hope that after this orientation, you have a better idea about what IMG is, what it does, and how you can be a part of it. Starting with what IMG is. So, Indian Music Group, formed in 1973, is a student-run non-profit organization which has tremendously grown and unfurled the waves of Indian classical music. IMG organizes various concerts and events throughout the year, starting with the Malhar Ke Prakar, which is the monsoon concert, which was recently been organized on the 13th of August. Then we have Aroha, the student concert, where we provide a platform to the student of St. Xavier's College to portray their talent of Indian classical dance and music. Then we have the Music Appreciation course, which comes under the Honours program for those who are in degree and have signed up for Honours program. It is scheduled to happen on the 14th and 15th of September this year. The registrations are still open, and even if you've not registered for Honours program, you're still eligible to register for it and be a part of it. Moving on, we have Virasat, which is a platform for the young budding artists throughout the country, and we culminate towards Janfest', the flagship event of IMG. Other than that, we also organize various Baitak sessions throughout the year in our very own IMG library, which is to the left when you enter the college near the Socio-Anthro department. Now coming to Janfest', the reason why most of you all are here. It is a 2-day musical extravaganza that has hosted the top-notch artists from the field of Indian classical music like Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji, Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia ji, Pandit Birju Maharaj ji, Srimati Ashwini Bhide Deshpande, and many others. Words cannot encompass the splendor of Janfest'. So we have for you the after movie of Janfest' 2022 to give you all a glimpse of what Janfest' is. Yeah, so we did not really see our beloved audience at Janfest' 2021 because we could not have Janfest' 2021, but we sure are coming back with a bang for Janfest' 2023. And now that you have seen what Janfest' is like, I am sure that you must be excited to be a part of it and to be a part of organizing something so extravagant and something so memorable. So let's dive into the departments and the work that entails. Starting with Treasury, I would like to call upon Tanmay Banka, the Treasurer for the Indian Music Group 2022-2023.
Thank you for that, Gauravi. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tanmay Banka, and I'm the Treasurer of the Indian Music Group for the year 2022-23. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, Gauravi spoke about what IMG is and what it does. So basically, Finance Department handles the monetary requirements of all these larger-than-life concerts that IMG organizes throughout the year. And so I'll just dive into what the Treasury Department does. And like you can see, we just make sense. And I hope you get the pun there. And Now I'll actually begin with what we do. The first thing is tracking cash, regarding the inflows and outflows of cash that we have, and keeping a track of all the expense that the different departments have throughout the year, be it through cash memos or tax invoices, etc. Second comes budgeting. So for all the events that we have, the finance department is required to prepare budgets on Excel sheets. We coordinate with different departments and then we allocate funds to them. Our task does not end here. We are also supposed to ensure that there is efficient utilization of that fund. Then comes communication. We are supposed to communicate with the college treasury, the vendors, the artists, and obviously with different departments. And finally, we are also responsible for devising strategies that can help other departments to reduce their funds requirements. So this is our task, and trust me on this, you are going to love it all. So just to summarize it, the Treasury Department is going to be the smallest in IMG, and yet we'll be pulling off the biggest things in IMG and Janfest'. Now I'll quickly move on to what I will be looking for in my department. Honesty, then comes common sense and street smartness, then obviously commitment and dedication, then comes communication like I mentioned, and finally the art of convincing. So if you feel that you have what it takes, and if you have and if you feel that numbers are your forte, if you're looking for a place where you get unparalleled opportunity for growth and a bunch of memories, then apply to the Treasury Department right now and help me to take IMG to newer heights. Thank you so much everyone, and now the Venman executive first.
Okay. Hi, hello guys, good evening I guess. So my name is Aganya, I'm the Venman exec this year, along with I have Isaiah Shakta and Joshua. I don't know if you guys can, okay, Joshua is the guy wearing the red kurta. So okay, first of all, venue management is basically managing the venue, as many of the guys wrote in the first applications we had. And so basically venue management has 4 sub-departments. We do technicals, logistics, security and assistance. So technicals is basically looking after the sound, the lighting, and coordinating with the artists. So as to see what type of sounds they want and when do they want, and the lighting, when do they want it on themselves, and the spotlight, everything. And the logistics department is basically one of the most sub-departments of venue management. We do setting up the venue from the banners to drop downs to seating arrangements to the stage, everything. I'll show you an example of it. So as you guys can see, the stage that's set up by the logs department basically, but everybody helps. And the drop down you can see, that's also done by us. Seating, the red carpet, everything is done by the logistics. And the security department, we look after the safety of the venue, and we need to see to that there's no ruckus anywhere. And also we need to get the permissions for like the fire safety, sound and everything is to be done by the security department. And lastly, the assistance department. It's basically handling the crowd and looking after the guests, and basically checking that all the guests are safe and they're getting what they need, and they guide them around the college as well if they want to. And of course, you also have to manage the artist instruments as well, so you have to be careful with it. Basically, venue management has a lot of work, but it's fun, and we are the only department that gets to stay overnight in college for 3 days. So please apply if you want to, and then also apply because you get to wear sarees and kurtas and pajamas. Yeah, we are officially the most important department in IMG, so please apply. So next we have CFW.
Okay, so good evening everyone. I am Om Deshpande and that is Aryaman Verma, and we are the co-executive committee members of the CFW department of IMG. So as the name says, the department stands for Creatives, Filming and Website. So it is divided into 3 parts. So talking about creatives, the volunteers would have to engage in creating several social media posts, stories, flyers, etc. that go on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn or everywhere, YouTube also. Then to apply for this specific department or sub-department, you'd have to know Canva thoroughly. And like most of our posts are based on Canva, and we make it on Canva, so that's why you should know Canva thoroughly. Then talking about filming, this is the department. In this department, basically you have to document the events organized by IMG. To apply for this sub-department, you should have professional camera and knowledge about how to use it. We are also looking for video and photo editors. So if you are good at photography, cinematography and editing, this is the department you want to apply for. These videos go on several websites such as Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube and our official IMG website as well. Now talking about website, it is currently under maintenance but it will be starting soon. So we'll also need volunteers who have thorough knowledge about web designing. And trust me, working in CFW is a lot of fun. Treat each other as a family and it would be a lot of fun. You will get access to each and every part of the Janfest. So that is the plus point of working with CFW. So please apply. Thank you. Now I would like to call upon RES executives.
Hello everyone. Now I'll be speaking about RES along with Ananya. RES basically stands for Reception, Exhibition and Souvenirs. So these are your execs, Ananya, Meghna and Madhushri over there. So RES has been back to IMG after 2 whole years and it is evidently one of the most favorite departments of the treasurer. So I'll be going through every component, that is reception, and Ananya will be going through exhibition and souvenirs. So I'll speak about the reception. Our job basically here is to decorate and make the reception area of the college look beautiful. So the rangoli that you see there, it's made out of flower petals, and this was done during Malhar Ke Prakar, the concert that Gauravi spoke about this year. So this was done by us, and this is a backdrop you must have seen in the Janfest' 2020 after movie. We make humongous, a very huge backdrop, and we make it in the quad. So even making it is a surreal feeling when all of us are sitting together and painting together. It takes a lot of efforts, but in the end it's worth it. So that is a very famous backdrop you can see, and we'll be making it this year as well for Janfest. Over to Ananya.
Good evening everyone. I will be talking to you about the exhibition and souvenirs part of the RES department. So like you see, these are the paintings that the RES volunteers of the previous year have made for Janfest, and we have the volunteers make paintings which can be sold at an exhibition that we have for Janfest. So they're actually sold during Janfest. And the next component is of course the most fun part about RES, I would say, is the souvenir making part. Like Meghna said, this is the part of the department that actually makes us treasurer's favorite department. This is where we make souvenirs and we sell them at desks outside the during the event and even before the event. So here's where you get all the creativity and art, not just painting, even the craft part of it, get going about it. So this is basically what reception, exhibition and souvenirs is all about. We as a department feel that we are a backbone of Indian music group, and if you like anything to do with art, be it painting, craft, coloring, anything, this is the department for you. So we are looking forward to having your applications. Thank you. Over to the Artman executives.
Hello everyone. Firstly, thank you so much for joining us today. Just to introduce the Artman execs, we have Meryl, Sakshi and myself Prachiti, and we are the Artman execs for 2022-2023. So, Artman is a really exciting department that looks after the audience, the artists and the guests who attend the IMG events. everything from helping build the artist lineup, building correspondence with the artists, inviting them for our concerts, coordinating with them, and taking care of them, their guests, or their instruments, if any, are the primary responsibilities of the Artman volunteers. Additionally, we also look after the refreshment requirements of the artists and the audience, and especially the members of our own department, wink wink. So over to Merin, who is going to explain these responsibilities further.
Hello everyone, I'm Merin, and the second responsibility of artist management is the artist room. That is, we are responsible on deciding the theme of artist room and how we are supposed to decorate it. So basically gathering all the materials required for decoration and creating it from the scratch, which also includes the artist room backdrop. And apart from this, we also give portraits to the artists which are given to them on stage. We also make this from scratch. So we are looking for volunteers who are inclined towards art and are enthusiastic and amicable. Further, Sakshi will be.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Sakshi. I'd just like to say that Artman as a department has the privilege of, constantly staying in touch with the artists. So if you're someone who would like to, meet the artists or even perhaps have the chance to talk to them, all while, eating the free food that we get, please join Artman. We're a really fun department with like 3 super fun execs and even more fun work to do. So make sure you join Artman and we'll make sure that your IMG experience is memorable. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So now that you've heard all our execs talk about their respective departments, you all might be somewhat aware about what is the actual scale of Janfest or IMG as a whole. But for all these things to organize an event at such a huge scale, there is something that you need which is very important. Can someone tell what it is? Yes, it is the money. So you need paisa for that. And we are someone, so like that is the complete job of the marketing department. We predominantly deal with cracking partnerships with different brands from various sectors, and we are also looking at we are also looking for people who are good with their communication skills basically. So but y'all might be aware that a lot of people think that there are a lot of prerequisites or misconceptions about marketing. People think marketing is a complicated skill. But you might be surprised that you guys actually use this skill in your day-to-day lives. Whenever you are meeting new people, going for an interview, or basically convincing someone for doing something. If you are going with your friends somewhere outside and you want your friends to go to a place that you have decided, you are basically pitching them. So if communication is your forte, then marketing is the department for you. Now I'd like to call Guruta.
Okay, so now that all of you know what marketing is all about, I would just like to sum it up in a few words. So it predominantly involves establishing partnerships and cracking deals with brands from various sectors, which we have as sponsor. So we do everything from onboarding a sponsor to cutting a deal with them, the entire process. So along with all of this, what is it that you will gain when you are a part of the marketing department? So first of all, it's the exposure. One thing that is special about the marketing department is that we deal with the kind of work that happens on a professional level. So the brands that we approach are real corporate brands which are simultaneously, along with Janfest, they are brands which are funding shows and events in the professional industry. So when you negotiate with them as part of the marketing department, you actually get a taste of what it is in the real industry. So which is why it gives you a lovely exposure. Along with it, your personal communication skills also obviously improve on the way, and your personal contacts also increase. So when you talk to people, the kind of people that we talk to are people who are at a high designation in corporate brands. You saw in the after movie that we had Taj as our sponsor. So we have, and Taj is a brand that is funding events in big auditoriums like NCPA and Sharmukhanand also. So when you talk to them, you get a taste of how it works in the real professional industry. So I would like to end by saying that we often say that money cannot buy happiness, but I think in case of Janfest, you do sometimes believe money can buy a lot of happiness. And we are looking forward to all your applications for the marketing department. Thank you.
Hello everybody. So the reason why all of you are here today is us. Introducing the Press and Publicity Department of IMG. So we're 3 execs this year. I'm Riddhi and my co-execs are Sulakshana and Sakshi. To talk more about our department, over to Sulakshana.
Okay, so our responsibilities mainly include social media. So we are on 5 platforms, which is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter and YouTube. We put up creative content on these social media platforms in order to promote the concerts and the events that we hold, and basically to reach to a younger audience, because people think that Indian music is very old and not classical. So we try to come up with interactive things in order to engage the younger audience. The second duty is press calls. Basically, press calls is like we publicize our concerts through traditional methods of media, which is we reach out to different publishing houses, newspapers, and journals and magazines. Over to you, Sakshi.
Hello. Yeah. So next we have member calls. Basically, member calls, we individually call all the members of IMG. So before I go on what do we do in the calls, who are these members? So basically these are people who are music enthusiasts and they have taken the membership of IMG because they're interested in music. Some of these people have been with us for 40 to 50 years now, and we also have members who have taken the membership recently. Now, membership is something which even you guys can take. There are 3 types of memberships: student memberships, and you get a discount on that. There is a lifetime membership and there is a 1-year-long membership. Now, as members, the perks that they get is that they get personal calls that there is an event or a concert happening. They will get WhatsApp updates and email invites to the same. Then they also have access to the music library in the IMG room. And last but not the least, they have discount on Janfest tickets. So these members are a part of IMG, and we share a very special bond with them, and therefore we make sure that before every concert we individually call them and invite them to the concert. So that is the third responsibility that Press and Publicity Department has. The next is internal publicity. So internal publicity, as the word suggests, is spreading the word within college. So we come up with ideas so as to make sure that at least every Xavierite knows about every event that's happening with the IMG. So last but not the least, we have external publicity. This is a personal favorite of all of us. In this, we go to spaces out of college and try to reach to as many people who are interested in music and again invite them for the concert. So in sum, press and publicity basically includes spreading the word about all the concerts and all the events that all of us work towards, and make sure that we have a full hall and a full room at the end of the day. So that, like today. So yes. And I will do my job. I will again do a little publicity. As Gauravi has mentioned, we have our music appreciation course coming up. It is on the 14th and 15th of September, that is day after tomorrow and the day after that. So you can register for it. If you are an honors student, then you will get a credit for it. But if not, please do register. It will be a lovely experience for all of us. Thank you. Over to Gauravi now.
Well, I hope that painted a pretty good picture about what the IMG entails and what work awaits you if you do choose to apply for IMG, which we hope that you do. And as every department claim that they are the best department of IMG and that they are the backbone of IMG, I would like to speak about that yes, I agree that each and every department is the backbone of IMG, because we don't have just one bone in our body to, which helps us survive. So all of these departments, they constitute a very crucial part of IMG. So whichever department you choose to apply for, I hope that you find your happy place there and that you have a memorable experience throughout. Before I go ahead and make two announcements that I want to, I just want to take a moment to introduce some of our very important and very beloved execs which couldn't come here and you couldn't get to see their beautiful faces. They are Joshua, the venue management exec, Madhushri, the reception, exhibition and souvenirs exec, and last but not the least, Siddhant Biani, the marketing exec. I can assure from my end that each of these executive committee members are really amazing people, and whichever department you apply for, they will make sure that you have the best time. So do consider applying for Janfest. And there is one thing that I would like to mention, that when you get selected for Janfest, by default you are expected to work for Virasat, the concert which is scheduled to take place in November, the last week of November. Since Virasat is the concert that warms you up for Janfest, prepares you for the work that entails for and before the Janfest. So yeah, we hope that you have a great experience, and here I officially announce that the volunteer applications for Janfest 2023 are open now. So here's the QR code, and you are the first people who get access to the Janfest 2023 volunteer applications. So go ahead, you can go ahead and scan the code, and if you want to apply, you can apply right away, but we will soon be posting the registration link for it on our social media handles. So make sure that you follow @Indian Music Group on Instagram, and we are also on Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, as well as on YouTube with the same name. All the updates regarding all the events of Indian Music Group will be put up on all of these social media platforms. So hope to see you all for the concerts that await us for this year, and hoping to see you guys apply and be a part of the Janfest team. Thank you so much.